So yeah, welcome. So in this individual reading, this will be for Aries. This will be for May 17th to May 25th, 2026. So you know what's going on for you, Aries. I understand what you're going through in many ways. This is how it goes. This is how it's going to be. But it's going to be how it goes. So the way of this is, I just want to say to everything about what's going on with Aries. I understand you might have a good day or a bad day, but it all depends on what you're doing in that way, because this is how it goes. So this is going to be how it's going to be, but the way this is the way how it goes in that way, because, you have to be accurate, you have to be who you are to be, have your own sensitivity of how it goes. So this oracle card, it says, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That's how it goes in that way, Aries, because the way of this is, whether if you show your pride, you understand that. Pride is everything. That's how it goes. So the way of this is like this is how it's going to be. But the way of this is, you have to understand about your pride because of how it goes in that way. Okay? So that's what it's going to be. Alright? And then I have the oracle cards. This one, it says, people don't believe in me. So that's very interesting because if people believe in you, you have to stand that because it could be one way or another. So it could be you versus them in this situation. But the way of this is, Aries, you need to improve yourself wisely to get the better of you, and that's how it goes, okay? And the other one, it says, painful memories. That's how it goes. When you have painful memories, it's not very good. But the way this is, it's very interesting. It's very unpeaceful of how it goes in that way. It's like, this is the way it happens, and this is the way it works, because when you have painful memories, it hits you in the back of the head. It hits you from your heads to your toes. That's how it goes, and that's how it's going to be. So whether you understand that, it's like that's how it goes. And painful memories is not very good. It's irresponsible, right? It's the way how it works, and that's how it's going to be. Okay, so that's how it is. So that's how it goes in that way. This is how it's going to be in the way of this is. This is how it goes in that way. So that's what it's going to be. But this is how it goes, and this is the way it works. So it's between you versus them in this situation, and this is how it goes. So whether you decide that everything's going to be fine, but the way this is, it's like you have to do that, right? It's the way of how it is, right? So whether you see to yourself in a different perspective, that's how it goes. But the way this is how it is, right? So this is like the mumbo trouble thing. It's not that. But the way this is, it's like you need to understand that, right? So let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. So we have basically the King of Swords already because you're following knowledge, and the 6-1 Swords is no celebration. So whether you have knowledge, that's how it goes, Aries, because that's how it's going to be. So you might be doing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in that way, because that's how it goes in that way. So you have to understand that, right? So whether you say, all right, everything's going to be fine, that's how it goes, because that's what it's going to be, okay? So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. So we're going to figure out what's going on the left side and on the right side. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, here we go. So the way how this is, you have the King of Pentacles up right. There's prosperity about money here. So you might be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus on your side, Aries. For them, they have the Fool card because there's change here because everything's changing. So this is how it goes, right? So this is the way it's going to be, but this is how it goes in that way. Okay? So let's see what's going on. So let me clarify this King Pentacles here. Queen of Swords first is no independence. 5 Wands is outright, there's chaos. 6 Cups is upright, there's the past. Exactly. So you draw into the past. If you draw into the past, that's how it's going to be. But whether if you have the Queen of Swords first is no independence, because you're not showing it. But what this is, whether if you have the past, you're drawn to it. So you might do it in a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way, because that's how it goes. Okay. Now for them, let's see what this Fool card is. Eight cups over, there's entertainment. Nine pentacles over, there's trust. Six wands over, there's celebration. And six swords is over, there's movement. Exactly. So whether things will be happening for them, they might have movement here. So they might be able to deal with another generally recurrence. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Because they're focusing on whoever they are focusing with. By the way, this is, it's like that's how it goes in that way. So, things can turn out good or bad, but way this is how it's gonna be, right? It's the way of how it is in that way, because that's how it goes. It's like everything will be fine. It's like yes, but how it would be in that way, right? It's like that's how it's gonna be, because nothing is impossible to make it possible, right? So let me have one card for the Six of Cups. Wheel of Fortune reverse, you're having bad luck. Okay, Aries, that's for you. For them, let's see. The strength of yours, there's no bravery. Exactly. So they're not being brave. So they're being scared. Let's see what's this Wheel of Fortune. Hangman of yours, there's no restrictions. High Priestess, you're using your voice. Tower yours, there's no obsessions, addictions. Witch of yours, there's no skill. Temperance, you're healing. Exactly. So whether you're healing about something, it's like that's how it goes. And healing is one way or another. But what this is, it's like you have to stand that. It's the way of how it goes. So whether you have chaos, whether things are not going as planned, you know what, it goes in that way, because you have to understand that, okay? For them, let's see what the strength card is. Hermit is over, there's solitude. Death card yours, there's no endings. Moon is over, there's transmutations. Emperor yours is no structure. The world of yours is incompletion. Finger yours is no bravery. Wheel of Fortune, they having good luck. Exactly. So they might be looking for a soulmate, maybe. But the way this is like that's how it goes. So like things will be how they are, but you have to stand that. You have to believe what you're doing in that way, and you think to yourself is like, am I doing correctly? Am I doing it right? Let's see what this Temperance is for you, Aries. Emperor is over their structure. Where yours is incompletion. Yours is on obsessions, addictions. Emperor yours is no nourishment. Emperor yours is no restrictions. Hermit yours, you already have a soulmate. And Chariot is over there's progress. It's like you're making progress. Whether you're making progress, it's the way of how it goes, but there's always a very good definition, and that's how it goes. So things will be happening all at once, but that's how it goes in that way. What's this Wheel of Fortune about for them? Tarot over there's transformation. Magician over you want skill. Fool yours there's no change. Sun cards over there's positivity. Exactly. So they want to stay positive as much as they can. They might be dealing with Leo as a fire sign here, but the way this is like that's how it goes in that way, because the way how this is, whether you understand it, that's how it goes in that way, because that's what it's going to be. Because in that way, there's always a one way or another, because you're not trying to be the center of attention, you're not having a center of peace. That's how it goes. But for them, they have positivity. Staying positive is wonderful feelings for them, because that's how it goes. For you, you're making progress. All right, it's fine. But what this is like this is how it goes, right? It's like if you show your pride, you're showing your pride, Aries. It's like that's how it goes, right? So for you versus them in this situation, it's like, all right, this is how it goes. Enough is enough. But that's how it's gonna be. It's like you're not playing games here. But the way this is, that's how it goes, right? So everything has to be all great, but that's how it goes in that way. All right, that's how it's gonna be. So let's see what's going on. Let me clarify the middle, please. So Three of Pentacles, sorry, there's excitement. Strength cards, sorry, there's bravery. Sun cards, sorry, there's positivity. Exactly. So they might be, you versus them are having positivity. This is a wonderful feeling where if you have positivity, you know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to see what happens in one way or another, right? Everything can be shifted. Anything can be good or bad, but that's how it goes. So whether if you find your own pride or you have to stand that, that's how it goes, right? It's like that's what it's going to be. And there's always a good willing to have your own setback of how it goes. And whether if you're staying positive, you are doing it, right? Positive is a wonderful system, right? It's the way it works, whether you have to stay positive as much as you can. Because, for you versus them, for you Aries, you pay attention to how you're feeling in that way, because that's how it goes. It's like, alright, everything's going to be fine, alright, I know what to do, yes. But when you have your own pride, and when it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone, that's how it goes, right? everyone has to be all different, but the way this is like this is how it goes. It needs to be welcoming of how it goes. Just like hopefully it's not unwelcoming. But the way this is a wonderful reading here, right? That's how it goes. So you can understand that. But the way this is how it goes in that way. So I'm going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. So let's see. 5 wands is upright, there's chaos. 5 treasures, there's no conflict. 9 wands upright, there's fear. Queen wands upright, there's charisma. Ace pentacles upright, there's prosperity about money. 9 treasures, there's no drama. Ace cups is upright, there's satisfaction. Exactly, everything is satisfying for them because that's how it goes. So they might be doing it in their Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, generally Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. What's between the middle and the left side for you, Aries? King Cups here says you have no support. Nine Cups over there's a romance. Here yours is no restrictions. 9 Pentacles here is you're feeling uncomfortable. Desk of yours is no endings. 9 Pentacles here is no trust. 8 Cups here is there's no entertainment. Ember is upright, there's no nourishment. Judgment is over, you're taking action. 10 stars is upright, there's conclusions. Exactly. You want to have conclusions, and when you have conclusions, that's how it goes. So you might be doing something that generally recurs in that way, but when you're taking action, you have to take action. You have to feel how you're feeling in that way, because that's how it goes. And we have the Emperor, there's no structure. Ace Wands first, there's no new beginnings. 7 Wands first, there's no resilience. There's no transformation. 6 Pentacles, there's basically kindness. So you're being kind. So between you versus them, you want kindness, you want respect, because that's how it goes in that way, Aries. That's what it's going to be. And when you do it, that's how it goes, because it's very interesting, right? It's like how you're going to do it in the right perspective, in the right way, in the right quota of how it goes in that way. It's like, this is how it's going to be, right? So let's see what's going on. So I'm going to go I'm going to clarify the left side, the middle, and the right. So we have the Ace of Cups, is that right? There's satisfaction. Lower side right, you're making decisions. And page 1 is that right? There's invention. Okay, so what's this Ace of Cups about? Judgment is that right? You're taking action. 3 swords is that right? There's heartbreak. 10 Wands first, there's no burdens. Knight of Swords first, there's no drama. The World Rears is there's incompletion. Fool Rears, there's no change. Knight Cups is that right? There's romance. Exactly. You want romance because of how it goes in that way. So whether you are depending on other Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that's how it goes. But the way this is, it's like if you're having heartbreak, if things are not going as planned for you, Aries, that's how it goes. What's in the middle of this? Decisions. Queen of Swords first, there's no independence. 7 Cups is over, there's a delusion. Exactly, so you might have there's a bit moment. High Priestess is over, you're using your voice. Page of Pentacles first, there's no prospects. Current yours, you already have a soulmate. 2 Wands first, there's no planning. 10 stars is upright, there's conclusions. Exactly. So you're making decisions, but you're making conclusions at the same time, because that's how it goes, right? So you might be doing it, and it generally recurs in that way. What's this page 1 about? 6 Wands is upright, there's achievement. Emperor yours, there's no structure. 7 Swords is upright, they're feeling deceit. Ace of Pentacles yours, there's no growth. Hangman yours, there's no restrictions. 9 Cups yours, there's no fulfillment. 8 Cups is upright, there's introspection, but it's actually a entertainment wise. Maybe they might be entertained. That's how it goes. And King of Swords is already they want knowledge. Exactly. So things are going to be happening all at once, but that's how it goes, right? It's like that's how it's going to be in that way, because the way how this is. So go from the middle to the right, middle to left. So 9 Pentacles yours, there's no comfort. 9 Wands yours, there's no fear. 6 Pentacles yours, there's no kindness. Queen Pentacles yours, there's no stability. Queen Cups over there's empathy. 5 Wands over there's chaos. And 6 Cups yours, there's no past. Three Pentacles reverse is no excitement. Three Cups reverse is no celebration. Two Cups is over there's relationships. Exactly. You want to have relationships between them. Aries, that's how it goes. And when you do it, that's how it's going to be. Because when you have relationships, whether if you believe that you want Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you want, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, there's always that way, whether you want to be who you are for them. They want to have kindness, but then they're being mean and rude and disrespectful, because that's how it goes, right? So I understand what you're going through for them, but you understand that, right? It's like they're telling you back off, leave me alone. But wait, this is how it goes. Let's read the middle and the left side for you, Aries. Page Cups, is that where you want loyalty? Nine Swords, there's trauma. Two Swords is upright. So don't know which direction you're going to take, left to right. Wheel of Fortune, you want good luck. Queen Wands, there's charisma. 10 Pentacles, you want wealth. Exactly, you want money, because that's how it's to be, right? That's how it goes in that way. What's the middle of this situation? Ace Wands is where there's new beginnings. Exactly. So whether you understand what you're going through in that way, this is how it goes. It's like, this is the way it works in that way, because this is how it's going to be, right? So whether you think to yourself and say, I need it in the right way, I need to understand what I'm going through, because if you look at people don't believe in me, right? It's like that's how it goes, right? And you understand that because, for them, if they have hurt feelings, if they have painful memories, and you're going through something, it's like you need to understand that, because whether you say like, well, with me, I can't do anymore, it's like that's how it goes in that way, because that's how it's going to be. And the way how this is, you have to pay attention to it in that way, right? It's like that's how it goes for that way, but that's what it's going to be. So the way how this is, where the universe is telling you is that you need to have new beginnings. That's how it's going to be. So whether you need new beginnings, that's how it goes in that way, because that's how it goes, Aries. It's like you need to understand that, because there's always a good saying, no matter what it is, but nothing is impossible to make it possible, and you have to do what you can, because there's a good saying is that seeing is believing, believing is seeing, and you have to believe in that way, and you understand that, right? This is the way it goes. And as a matter of fact, you have to pay attention to what you're doing in that way, because you have to focus between you versus them, right? It's like that's how it goes, and you have to focus about your own feelings, your own ways, your own way, and this is how it goes. Because when you focus about your feelings, if you're happy, if you're as it is, that's what it seems to be, but you have to go with the flow, right? That's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it. Try to give a like in the comment if you want, but this is how it goes in that way, and you have to understand that, because this is what it seems to be, and when you do it, that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it's going to be, so you understand that. But that's how it goes in that way, and that's how it goes. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and see the next one I do. And that's how it goes, and that's what it's going to be in that way, and that's how it goes. Thank you. Bye for now, Ray. Thank you, and bye.